2018 Alfa Romeo Giulietta Review. The good points of Alfa Romeo Giulietta: lively 1.4 engine, unique looks, plenty of grip, 1.6 liters fuel economy. The bad points of Alfa Romeo Giulietta: busy ride, noisy running gear, unrefined diesel, poor visibility, weak residuals. This could be the Alfa Romeo Giulietta, a hatchback with designs on tempting buyers and the usual suspects with this segment, namely the Volkswagen Golf, Audi A3 plus the BMW 1 Series. The name Giulietta is usually a blast on the past. Why not assign Alfa Romeo as needing to cash in on its beautiful 1970s namesake? But this latest offering simply doesn't have anything remotely resembling the Giuliettas on the Italian firm's glory days. This car, a fashionable hatchback replacing the 147, is entirely predictable. Looks-wise, it's got the trademark upside-down triangular grille plus the sculpted bonnet on the Mito as well as the 8C Competizione. It's the brand-new Alfa face. At the back, it appears much like an Audi A3 Plus profile. The rather unorthodox crease that rises up the spine side doors will be the most notable feature. Alfa dines on style, but even though it is unique, it's not much of a real beauty. Broad array of engines. Petrol engine choices will include a 1.4-liter unit with 120 bhp or 170 bhp plus a 1.8-liter with 235 bhp that powers the flagship Cloverleaf version. Diesel choices will include a 1.6-liter unit with 105 bhp plus a 2.0-liter with 170 bhp. This was included in a series of 2014 model year updates to add a 150 bhp version on the 2.0-liter engine. An automatic gearbox is obtainable with the 170 bhp 1.4-liter petrol plus the 170 bhp 2.0-liter diesel engines. All cars feature stop-start technology and have absolutely been developed for being as efficient as it can be. The 1.6-liter may be the saintliest, emitting just 114 gkm of CO2 while returning a claimed 64.2 miles per gallon normally. 2014 model year updates as well because the addition in the 150 bhp 2.0-liter diesel engine, the Giulietta has gotten a few other minor updates for 2014. These have an ever-so-slightly different front grille, new alloy wheel designs and new seats with deeper cushioning. Noise-proofing continues to be improved slightly and DAB digital radio is manufactured standard throughout the range. A touchscreen multimedia system incorporating Bluetooth, voice commands and satellite navigation is currently available too. Revisions in 2016. The Giulietta received its next wave of updates in 2016. Design tweaks were very subtle indeed once you get your honeycomb-style grille, revised headlamps, new alloy wheel designs as well as a redesigned badge. One of the big changes. Interior upgrades improve cabin refinement, plus standard equipment was revised to incorporate an upgraded version in the U-connect infotainment system which enables use of apps like Twitter and Facebook plus streaming music traveling. The only other big news with this facelift would be that the 2015 118 bhp 1.6-liter diesel engine is actually available together with the firm's TCT automatic gearbox initially. DNA system. Like small Mito, the Giulietta is suited with Alfa's DNA switch. This has 3 driving modes determined by how sporty or else you want the driving experience to become. Flicking to D- for dynamic dash significantly sharpens inside the throttle response and steering. Flick the switch one other way so you find a for all-weather dash, which dampens things down just a little and aims for making the car more manageable in driving rain or snow. Can the Giulietta offer buyers a tempting substitute for the premium hatchback regulars? Watch on for the comprehensive Alfa Romeo Giulietta review. There are engine options to suit most buyers when contemplating Alfa Romeo Giulietta performance. Petrol engines. There are 3 petrol options: 1.4 liters with 120 bhp, 1.4 liters with 170 bhp, or even the 235 bhp 1.8-liter engine suited to the top Cloverleaf version. The 1.4-liter units will be the smoother engines, offering an excellent blend of performance, economy and refinement. They're raspy when pushed but nevertheless very refined. The Cloverleaf, meanwhile, would be the performance option and contains plenty of ability to give throughout its rev range. Stats-wise, the Giulietta offers competitive performance. The 1.4-liter 120 bhp petrol gets from 0.62 miles per hour in 9.4 seconds. The 170 bhp version takes just 7.8 seconds. As you move, the 235 bhp Cloverleaf flagship completes precisely the same benchmark sprint in 6.8 seconds. Diesel engines. On the diesel side, you can find 4 choices: a 60-minute 6-liter engine with 105 bhp, a 2.0-liter with 140 bhp or 170 bhp, as well as a further 2.0-liter option with 150 bhp, combined with their range for 2014. The 105 bhp 1.6-liter would be the slowest in kids, taking 11.3 seconds to arrive at 62 miles per hour. The more powerful 170 bhp 2.0-liter can take you there in 8.0 seconds. The 1.6-liter offers sufficient grunt lowdown to get flexible but isn't as pleasurable to use because the pitch rolls. The 140 bhp 2.0-liter was combined with their range this season. It provides the Giulietta from 0.62 miles per hour in 9.0 seconds. For 2014, a 150 bhp version from the 2.0-liter diesel was added. It's rather noisy at higher revs but is really a lot quieter in higher gears on dual carriageways. It has an abundance of torque, minus 380 Nm in dynamic mode explained below, which means they have plenty of pulling power to get up to speed or overtaking. It'll get from 0.62 miles per hour in 8.8 seconds. DNA driving modes. All versions, petrol or diesel, might be driven in a single of 3 driving modes together with Alfa Romeo's DNA system: dynamic, normal and all-weather. The dynamic mode, which delivers quicker throttle and steering response, creates a marked difference, and you also experience far perkier performance with including the slightest prod in the accelerator pedal. All-weather dulls the throttle response and helps make the traction control system more understanding of better suit slippery road surfaces. In numerous ways it's an irritating system. You typically feel that whichever mode you're in is often a compromise somehow. For example, dynamic sharpens the engine's response but makes all the steering feel leaden. And automatic transmission choices. Since autumn 2011 there have been 2 engines provided by Alfa Romeo's TCT twin-clutch transmission automatic gearbox. The 170 bhp 1.4-liter petrol along with the 170 bhp 2.0-liter diesel. In 2016 the fleet favorite 1.6-liter diesel also became available while using auto gearbox. Alfa has, because of the Giulietta relatively stiff suspension, therefore it corners suitably flat with little body lean, but, despite boasting a lot of grip, after enough time it lacks the handling balance and finesse that their Ford Focus and Volkswagen Golf offer. The steering is usually another weak area. It might be quick and responsive, yet it's blunted by way of a lack of feel. The Alfa Giulietta's interior doesn't feel as special perhaps you might expect due to the expressive exterior. Many with the switches and minor controls are made of cheap filling plastics and feel stiff to function. For 2014, a brand new steering wheel design and different trim pieces for that dashboard and door panels were introduced. Also new is often a 6.5-inch touchscreen media system with Bluetooth, digital radio and, ahead versions, 3D mapped sat-nav. It looks smart enough but isn't probably the most user-friendly system to use. In a similar vein, the trip mileometer isn't an easy task to watch, plus the stereo controls on earlier models are just a little confusing. Alfa Romeo Giulietta comfort isn't exactly class-leading. The Giulietta doesn't like uneven, rough roads much. The springs are stiff, so a lot from the ruts and bumps produce a jiggly, busy ride. Two cars we've tested also suffered in the odd creak and groan inside cabin. That means that over time the Giulietta won't be as robust weight loss mainstream rivals. The seats aren't that comfortable either. The design might look impressive when cornering hard, you sense like you need more side support. That said, a variety of updates for your 2014 model year included deeper cushioning for any more comfortable experience. Manual seat adjustment isn't that wonderful, with handles awkward to access along with a lot of faffing forced to establish a good driving position. Turismo and Lusso versions feature softer suspension versus the Veloce, Sportiva and Cloverleaf. There's several Alfa Romeo Giulietta equipment available depending on which trim level you ultimately choose. There are 5 altogether: Turismo, Lusso, Veloce, Sportiva and Cloverleaf. Standard equipment. For the 2014 model year, alloy wheels and DAB digital radio were made standard over the range, the latter within a new touchscreen multimedia system called Uconnect. It incorporates voice command functionality including SMS messaging, Bluetooth and USB connectivity. The top version with this system also may include sat-nav. We've sampled it and found the navigation function a bit clunky to function and slow to react from time to time. The basic level Turismo spec is really a little stingy, therefore it's worth paying of the extra with the Lusso models. With Turismo you obtain Alfa's DNA switch, hill hold assist, an electric differential made to aid traction, trip computer and LED daytime running lights. On the safety front you can find ISOFIX child seat mounts and 6 airbags having a deactivation switch to the front passenger airbag. Creature comforts include manual climate control, electric windows all-round, height adjustable driver's seat and 60 hours 40 minutes split folding rear seats. Prior to 2014 you obtained 16-inch steel wheels in lieu of alloys. A space-saver spare wheel is roofed. Move as much as Lusso trim so you get everything for the Turismo plus rear parking sensors, fog lights and tire-mounted controls. There's also cruise control, a front armrest with storage compartment, storage pockets behind leading seats, Bluetooth hands-free connectivity and USB connection. Dual-zone climate control, automatic wipers and headlights as well as an electrochromatic rear-view mirror are designed for. For this trim you choose to get alloy wheels as standard, 16 inches in diameter. Veloce versions might be told apart by darkened headlights, side skirts, sport suspension, a darkened headlining, aluminum kick plates and pedals, a sportier-looking gear knob and leader and part-leather upholstery. Larger 17-inch alloy wheels are fitted. The Sportiva trim adds some in the cues with the flagship Cloverleaf, with leather upholstery, red Brembo brake calipers and 18-inch alloys. Top-spec cloverleaf trim is just available with all the 1.8-liter 235 bhp petrol engine and get you tinted windows, cloverleaf badging, lowered sports suspension, red brake calipers, larger brakes and 18-inch alloys. You also receive the option to effect the seats from part leather to full leather with either red or black with red stitching. Optional accessories. Optional extras incorporate a front air dam with side skirts, carbon fiber radiator bars, a carbon fiber rear spoiler, carbon fiber, chrome or satin chrome wing mirrors, oversized twin exhausts, an aluminium fuel cap, 18-inch alloys in chrome or white and many Alfa Romeo valve caps. To choose which Alfa Romeo Giulietta accessories will be the ones to select, it's worth looking at the resale value in the car. Items for example sat-nav and leather seats will almost certainly keep the value in the car all the way to it might be, while choosing carbon fiber wing mirrors generally is a bit of a false economy if you do not really feel like they'll enrich your daily life. Optional equipment on Lusso and Veloce models have an electric double sunroof, Bose Hi-Fi system. Rear parking sensors are standard within the Lusso but optional within the Veloce. Limited editions. The Chrysler model was published in 2013 and was easily obtainable in 3 colors, black, white or red wine, all using a contrasting roof. It was fitted with 17-inch alloys and darker headlight surrounds. There's numerous Alfa Romeo Giulietta safety systems fitted as standard. 6 airbags feature alongside active systems, for example stability control, electronic brake distribution, grip-enhancing vehicle dynamic control. There's also hill start assist. Alfa is keen to indicate that the Giulietta underwent 80 crash tests in order to obtain the structural integrity right, therefore it received a 5-star Euro NCAP rating this year. However, this company has no offers to fit any active safety systems including automatic emergency braking or adaptive cruise control within the future, which resulted inside the Euro NCAP score dropping to 3 stars in 2017. There's decent space for front and rear seat passengers and also the boot, seats up, offers 350 liters, and that is just about on par with rivals. The Ford Focus offers 316 liters. Insufficient interior stowage space for bits and pieces is frustrating though, there's nowhere to stash your mobile phone while it's charging, for example. The Giulietta's Achilles heel would be the restricted visibility both out the spine and through the front. The small rear window and oversized pillars compromise city maneuverability.